It's really loud in here, guys. Give me a second. So I was away for a couple days at a buddy of mine's cottage, and that's why it was so loud. All the water levels on my tanks got super low. So I just turned off the filters for now, and I'll fill them up later because I have something a little bit more important to get to. Today I have a box from Aquascape Room, which is a Canadian company that sent me these plants free of charge, and today I'm going to be opening it up for you guys to see what we have in here. Now, if you don't know about them, they carry a bunch of Buce sometimes. Their stocking is changing all the time. Like every week they'll have different stuff in. I know they carry Tropica, and I think they started getting Hortilab in as well, which is a super interesting plant company. There's a bunch of different plants that are a bit harder to get in Canada, so I'm super excited about that. Now this is actually, I think, my second time ordering for these guys, and everything came out great the first time, so I'm super excited to open up this stuff and see what we have in here. Now it's been sitting for a little while because they had very fast shipping. I honestly was expecting it to take a little longer than a day, but yeah, I got here super quick. I thought that I'd be here in time to get the box, but my parents were, so hopefully these plants are fine. It's been sitting for a little while, but anyways guys, let's get this thing cracked open. So this is actually a box of mystery Buce. I don't know what species are in here, but I know it's quite a bit of Buce, so I'm excited to get this thing open. I don't think you guys can see my address and stuff on there. Whatever, it's fine. I can find a way to blur it out there in the video editing if it is, but let's see what's in here. It's been sitting in this box for a couple days, and here we have a packing slip. I'm not gonna read that. I'm just gonna jump right in and see what we have in here. So you can see how it's packaged up, the plants here. They are in this little, what is this called? Bubble wrap bags. They shouldn't be bruised up at all. And now over at Aquascape Rim, I guess they've got a genius sending out the plants. They sent me some flourish glue as well, which is going to be super useful with these. I was hyped when I saw that was going to be on the order because I didn't have any glue on me, so this is going to be super useful. But let's see what is in this little compartment here. So let's crack this guy open. Now I'll probably get better shots a bit later of the plants in the tank, but we've got 3 bags of different species of Buce, and these actually look so good. Alright, we'll start off with the first one I pulled out, and this is Bucephalandra Sintang Red. Now I don't know what this is going to look like when grown submerged, but I can't wait to get this stuff in my tank. You can see it's a really big clump, and now these have been sitting in a box for a couple days and they're still extremely healthy, which I'm super excited about. I was a little worried that they'd be a little rough because I wasn't here to get them, but my parents got them and they're just sitting in the house. So here's the Sintang Green, and you can see some nice yellow underleaves to those. Super pretty stuff. Can't wait to get that in the tank either. And finally, this one's probably the one I'm most excited for, Crocodile King. You can actually see a little flower on there, if I can get it to focus. No, I'll get some B-roll of that, but yeah, Crocodile King. It's got this nice green color, so I'm super excited to get all these in the tanks. I think I'm just gonna float them for tonight because I am exhausted, but I'll continue this video on a bit later. So I'm sitting in front of my 40 breeder currently, and that's where I'm going to be adding most of this Buce. It's a super colorful tank, and I think the Buce will add just a bit more color, so I'm super excited about that. I'm going to be using the flourish glue that was sent to me. This stuff makes attaching plants super easy. Just put a dab of glue on the plants, stick it anywhere, and it should do great. Now I'm thinking it could be a good idea to put some of it on this rock here and continue out the Buce tree, so I think I'm going to do that now. So I have the chunk of red Sintang here, and I'm just gonna separate it into a couple smaller pieces. This will help it spread a lot quicker. I know you can't see it well, but it's hard for lighting up here, so just show me planting it in the tank now. So I just put on a little stripe of glue. Now I'm gonna move pretty fast so the glue doesn't set before I get in the water. And now I just need to give it a second. So there is all the red Sintang glued into place. You may notice this one over here isn't in the best position. It's pointed a bit up, but it will correct itself. It'll eventually grow down and creep along this wood and grow flat. It'll just take a bit of time. So now both clumps of the Buce have been added. Over here on the right, you can see the red Sintang. It's got super nice red rhizomes, which I'm hoping will stay red, as well as there's a couple little purple hues in it you may be able to see as well. And then over on the left side of the tank, I decided to plant the king crocodile. Now this should hopefully take over this whole rock. I think that would look amazing. This is kind of my Buce tank. There's kind of Buce all over the place. But I don't know where I would put the Sintang green. So I'm just gonna hold on to that stuff for a bit. And it's just kind of sitting on the bottom of my 20-gallon long farm tank for now. So I'd like to thank the people over at Aquascape Rim one more time. The plants got here super quick and in super great condition. If you guys are wanting to pick up any Buce, I'll have a link to their website down below in my description, as well as there's going to be a code that you guys can use, KalemsFishtanks in all capitals, to get 10% off store-wide. So if you're picking up plants or wanted to get some Buce yourself, you can use that code and get 10% off your order. As well as Aquascape Rim is changing up their stocking all the time, so if they have nothing that is really interesting for you now, they should get more stuff in really soon. They recently started carrying Hortilab plants, which are super interesting. There's not many places that carry them in Canada, and it's some tissue cultures I've gotten multiple times, and it's a switch up from the regular line that Tropica carries, giving, you know, more cool plants for you to get in your tanks. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll get more videos out to you soon. This was KalemsFishtanks. Peace.